Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting installment of Valhalla Gameplays. I'm your host, the Mad Scientist Miles Norman, and today, a little bit of map and chill for all y'all. If you want to join us, the link in the description is to our Discord. There's also within our general chat a link to this very live chat if you want to get involved. We will be mapping for you tonight. On feature tonight, we have not only Dantos the Mutilator, who is the one holding it down every week for you guys. We also have Lady Slash in the house. Say hello to everyone, Lady Slash.
Hey, hello, привет. In my language.
And I want to clear the air here. Not everyone who speaks to Russians is a spy. And I want to make it very clear that here at Valhalla Gameplays, we believe that we could be partners with Russia in a way that the whole world can benefit. So this whole Russian narrative that Russians are bad and that we should distrust them, I totally disagree. We should redouble our efforts on focusing on who our real enemy is and keep close to those who share common interests, like Russia. My two cents for tonight. But Lady Slash, your map is looking amazing. No, there's something going around saying that anyone that speaks to Russians is a spy. Well, call me a spy. But I ain't.
I'm a spy. I'm a spy over here.
You heard it first on Valhalla Gameplays. The Kremlin.
You're talking to Grin it and bear it.
Grin and bear it?
Yeah. Kind of. Well, as for me, it's just starting, and I'm still unsure if I'm mapping just for my joy, or this will be map in Gizidun and Zendro, no anymore, or it will be specifically for Hunter's Moon. I'm still unsure.
It looks very
going to be.
It looks like it could definitely be used for Hunter's Moon.
Then I might want to make sure that every player character can fit literally everywhere. What I'm talking about. Some of them just get stuck, and you know.
But I can see Xanion's a very large character in here.
Yeah.
And some very big monsters as well.
Well, last time we were playing it, he was playing as his Wave Quick 3 character, Crash.
Oh yeah? Crash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never thought.
Okay. Probably I need to bring something along the map because I decided to extend this very lounge and well, not actually to extend this one, but I drew that corridor. This one, wait a second. This were my whole sector, and all the textures were that. So it took me quite a long time to fix it back.
It does seem very in-depth, that is for sure.
Sorry, that's my bro talking on the background.
What up, bro? Привет, bro.
He can't hear you. I'm wearing the headset.
Okay. Perfect. Spectacular textures. Where did you acquire these?
I have used the same textures as the maps, especially for Hunter's Moon. There is a map core. There are bosses and there are maps themselves in separate packs. So I have just grabbed that map core, and some textures are taken from there, but some of them I have just changed their colors for what I actually wanted. Some of them I grabbed from other Quake 3 maps.
Ah, I see. Quake 3 as an actual Quake 3 or Quake 3 variants that are used in Doom engines?
I'm not sure, really. Well, to be honest, of them might be taken from Quake Live
Ah,
maps,
okay. So
but
we're
you can see somewhere standard Doom 2 textures I used.
yes, I do see that. Yay for Doom
Because
textures
why?
as well.
Because why not try to mix them?
Correct. They are both in games.
Okay, kinda.
Turn off my air conditioning in the back. Get that
Okay.
ambient
Well.
sound. This is looking quite excellent.
This part was pretty much inspired by Quake 3, another Quake 3 map I once have seen. Yeah, pretty well. When I was just playing Quake 3 with the bots, I often loaded that very map and for role or team deathmatch things. Or okay.
Hmm. Yes.
It was actually before I moved to Quake Live.
And
Okay.
what game mode would you intend this map for?
What game? You mean Doom 2 or Heretic or
No,
Doom 1?
what game mode like deathmatch or invasion or co-op?
Well, probably just co-op, but at first I was keeping Invasion in my mind.
Hmm.
But for now I see it is not Invasion, it is. Uh-huh. I think I have shown you those pipes.
Hmm.
These were there.
Hmm. I love the water.
Yes, for some reason I love water myself. Need to fix one thing over here.
For those of you out there in TV land that don't know, Lady Slash has her own server on the VGP cluster. She runs Temple of Retribution,
Yes.
where she modifies maps to run well with Hunter's Moon, Xanion's Hunter's Moon.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, so come join and play.
Yeah, I have been a long time supporter of that.
You've been a long time supporter of Valhalla gameplays. I know I've told this story before, but I remember when Valhalla, before the cluster was dedicated, I used to host the computer with an open SSH client on my work computer, and I would look at the chat and see you in there hanging out with people, and eventually convinced you to be an admin for Zombie Turret 2, and you were there every day.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
but then
Then Xanion came on
my
the
own
scene.
my own server cluster has come, and
Yes. Ooh,
now
what?
I really got into hosting Hunter's Moon only.
I dig it.
I love fishes. Oh, I think I need to. Oh, I think I need to fix this texture, and it will be fine. or maybe
Wow.
find some 3D models of those fishes.
Very interesting. The fishies and the shark. Cute.
uh, Actually, the shark is right from some Quake 3 map as well. If I, well, if I am ever going to release the map, a link to that Quake 3 map. Okay, this one for now looks basic, but probably this one as well.
Mm.
I think this one you have seen, maybe not the pads.
Uh-huh. I like it. I
Actually,
like how it's got the spinning
well,
light around it as well as the bubbles come out from it.
if you remember, I used those pads on VGP Invasion. With the only difference, I didn't have those particles.
Yes, I do see that. But also, I noticed the animation where it lights up around it too.
Yay! But okay, now what I really should think about is to improve the performance, because well, my rig is quite humble and
I don't think anyone's rig is as humble as Dantos's.
yay, maybe.
DOS games are
Okay.
fun.
True.
And playing Daggerfall, like the original, not
I'll agree.
Unity, because Unity's not finished. I was like, you know what? Why don't you just play the original? Stop trying to play something that isn't even finished.
You know what game I started recently I came across that I hadn't
What?
played in a while? Gun.
I heard that game's good. I want to play it if it's Western style, of course, which I think it is, right?
It is indeed. I've
Well,
been
then you
looking.
got my attention.
I've been looking at your
Okay.
map, so I was like, I should
This
start playing
this one is kind of basic as well, and this one too. I'm going to improve this.
Okay.
Maybe some changes to over here, especially to. I wanted to make some sort of, I don't know, maybe a generator or whatever it is.
It could be tube travel. You could make it so that you travel to another level. Maybe put those air things that make you jump high.
I'm not sure. Maybe I could make such a twist, but I might think about this.
Or make it a trap where you have air in it, and it presses a button, it shoots someone through a fan and cuts them into pieces.
My bad. I should fix this.
Yes, I see.
I should fix it.
That's right, rocket jump. Oh my god, my favorite.
Okay, but at the same time, don't forget that ZDoom's well, even with UMDF, ZDoom's possibilities are still sort of limited, and you guessed it. That's exactly that part.
Ooh.
Actually, I have found it in some Quake 3. I found it in some Quake 3 map as well, and decided, why not we use it over here?
Is that the plasma right? Or I'm sorry, the
Gun.
The railgun?
Oh, I think I should place it over here.
Ah. I like how you point with the lightning gun. It's like your laser.
Well. And I think this one I have shown you. That's all.
I could see this being a really really fun to play deathmatch, honestly.
Are you seriously?
Yes.
Again about deathmatch, because you have seen it has doors. No, I might remove them, but okay.
More than likely, I'm just saying that because there are areas that are quite empty right now. But I'm sure once populated, it will give a totally different feel.
Maybe. So, oh my god, sorry.
No worries.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh my God, Lady Slash, don't die!
I'm fine, man.
I was only exaggerating for fun. Now, Dantos, let's take a look at what you're doing. What progress have you come up with?
Building support beams for the mine shaft. I mean, for the mining
Okay,
shaft.
I think I'll close my screen sharing for now. If I
Okay,
will
dude.
have somewhat more to show you, I'll let you know. And
Yes, please do, and we will switch back to you.
yes,
For now, I'd like to catch up with Dantos. Sorry, everyone, we missed last week, but Dantos did hold it down. He tends to hold it down. If you join us on Discord, and mapping is your thing, or you want to get into it, definitely let us know. And one of these days, we'll jump back into more tutorial-style teaching. And
I think you kind of got worn out with that.
oh my goodness, I mean, how many people have we taught?
And then ended up not helping us, period.
Yeah, I can't.
It's like, bye.
I
Bye.
learned, right. I learned something very interesting about autism this week. Well, I mean, something serious about autism. People who are actually autistic have a hard time conceiving of things beyond how their own brain works. And what I mean by that is being able to put themselves into someone else's shoes. So if you're autistic, it's hard to think like someone else would think. And I think that's part of what happens. A lot of what we do attracts people who have autistic tendencies. The structure and the control of being able to change something in a certain manner and then being able to test it in an environment. I think that this attracts the the creative and the creative side of the autistic mind. So you see people that you hand them over that information and they're unable to process it past how they received it in the first place, coming from someone else who thinks differently. So sometimes that happens. You impart your information for people, and it's hard for them to then be able to, I don't know, capitalize on it.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to take offense to people who don't want to participate, and trying to understand better. That humans are humans and people are different and people think differently. I guess that's part of my autistic tendencies. Well, I'm breaking through the autism. You like that?
Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. That's
Yeah,
better.
I like it, dude. Although, go back in front there, to the front of that. You should put a support beam right there. Wait, go back. Yeah. So up, look up. In between those two beams should be like a support beam in between that connects the two.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that would look attractive. There you go, Killa. Exactly.
It gets confusing because there's so many fucking lines. I'm like, wait, where?
I like what, dude. You're a beast when it comes to it, man. See, yeah, that's gonna look good. I have an announcement to make. It's been a total of 1 month since I've smoked weed.
Oh, shoot.
Can you believe that?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have not smoked marijuana in 1 month.
Now, this part I actually like right here. Where it's holding the middle.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. We have to somehow figure out a mine cart.
A box.
I know, it's hilarious.
Throws box in there. That's a minecart.
Right?
So far, I've only spawned a shotgun behind some barrels and some boxes.
That super shotgun, though. Give me that super shotgun.
This deathmatch map is going to be great. I
Deadly.
want to put swimming in it too because why not?
Yeah, totally. Go back to that hallway. I just want to make sure that front panel looks all right.
Wait,
Yeah.
hallway.
Yeah, that one. Wait, go back to where you just put that support beam. I want to see the front of it.
Can't see it from that angle unless you're like that.
Okay. Can you lower it a little bit?
Make it a little bit.
Okay, guys, wait a sec. I'll be right back
Okay.
in 1 minute.
Okay, we'll be here. Lady Slash on the horn tonight, coming to you from Moscow. Anyone that's afraid can be afraid. But
Go cower in their safe space, aka
Right.
Cheerios.
exactly.
Speaking of acoustics shit, did you hear what the LGBT community is trying to say now? Or
Did you say
what
acoustic?
Trump-
Did you mean autistic?
Yeah, that.
I'm back, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome back. No, tell me, Dantos.
Well, apparently Trump tweeted. First of all, he should just delete his Twitter account because I know with Twitter it like lets people spew their ass out, and that's his bad suit. He's not
What's
afraid
happening?
to say what he feels.
Lady Slash, Dantos is talking about how the something about the LGBTQ community and how it relates to Trump's Twitter account. Dantos, maybe speak a little bit slower so that Lady Slash can stay in the conversation.
And what he did was he said something about how he was going to fix up stuff where the medical for our army, what they get, their insurance that they get, he was going to fix it up to where they get a certain amount, not like a fucking infinite amount.
Huh.
And they're taking offense to that because people that transgender.
I heard differently. I heard that that he was going to re-solidify the bill that disallows transgenders to join the military, assuming that transgenderism is a mental illness. So people are freaking out about it. But here's my thing about that. I think that especially liberals should be happy that
Hey,
now...
what's going on? Someone's wrong on my side?
Huh? What happened?
Hmm?
Can you not hear us, Lady Slash? Hello? Uh-oh. Apparently, she has been zucked. Which could be the case. Ooh, that's looking good, Dantos.
I just said, like, you know what, fuck it. I don't need a 30th floor or shit. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Did Lady Slash, did you get censored?
Anyone?
I can hear you now. Hello? Can you hear me? Are they censoring Russia?
No!
No! Don't censor Russia! Wait, hold on. Sir Nutrix is talking about shit. Should be a Discord chat. You're a fucking retard. Guess what? No. There's no screen share in Discord.
So
or
no.
else we would. What the fuck is your problem? Oh,
So no.
oh, sweet Jesus the lag. Dude, you can use Control-C, Control-V with textures. Why don't you fucking join and let's see your fucking map, Sir Nutrix. Anyways.
It's probably a penis like Lois's.
I have a feeling that he's probably quite talented at what he does.
I'm actually questioning what, though, still.
Proof is in the pudding, you know what I say. Anyways, getting back to our discussion. So, yeah, I think what the issue is that, Trump is trying to say that transgenderism should be considered a mental illness as far as the military is concerned, and that they should be disallowed for any type of service in the military. Before I even touch on what that actually entails and what that means, Lady Slash, it looks like we lost you. Are you back? I see that.
I have no idea.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, great.
Well, actually, something's wrong happened with my connection, and I was hearing both you, like it was constantly interrupting and so on. I have no idea what was going on with my connection.
You know, it's funnier. My mom keeps on spewing like, "Oh, he's gonna get impeached for this. He's gonna get impeached for that." I'm like, "Mom, you think if he just sneezes, he gets impeached?" I'm sorry.
It's been like 8 months.
Time to stop.
It's time to stop. I don't know how I feel about that, Dantos.
What?
Oh, okay, all right. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. And then maybe bring if you could do like the support beam across. I don't know. Definitely change that sky to whatever. But okay, so I just think that liberals should look at it in a little bit of a different light. Instead of saying, "Oh, fucking, that's discrimination." Now, if ever the government enacts some sort of a draft, they have an out. You could just say that you're transgendered and you don't have to join.
Yeah. Because then they'll be complaining, "Well, why we have to go like everybody else?" And I'm just kind of like, "Do you never win?"
It's like always having to complain about things. And I got into a little bit of an argument with today someone on Facebook, you know, going on about Trump and releasing the taxes and where's all the money and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
And I'm kind of like, "Are you still going at this? Or are you?"
well, my point is that people that hate Trump so much, I'm like, you also hate politicians. And Trump is not a politician. So you should be happy that you have someone in there that's, you know, looking at things in a different perspective. Albeit he is a you know, multimillionaire, you know, billionaire. But I think that more than any other American president, he has the best interest in mind of the country. Right now, as we speak, there are votes going on for none other than dun 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 the healthcare. So as we speak, we
Which
might.
they think he's trying to abolish it completely, which he's not. He's trying to rewrite it.
I hope they abolish it completely. I don't think the government should have anything to do with our healthcare. I think that should be up to the individual. I think too many people are looking for handouts, and by abolishing.
What is your opinion on the? Well, maybe it's two different things. Maybe I'm getting confused a bit. Well, I know there's a difference between medical care and what is it called? What's the one where you're older and you are it's kind of like you earn it. You earn it. It's fucking Medicaid, I think that's what my mom gets.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like when you retire and you get it.
I think you pay into both Medicare and Medicaid. I'm not sure how that works. Someone in the comments, if we're fucking way off base, please let us know.
Because that's what my mom gets, and it's kind of crazy because people that can literally just sign in for free healthcare can get more than my mom can, and she fucking earned it. And that's what pisses me off.
I don't know. I think people, no offense, dude, but I think there's people out there that have worked way longer than your mom. There's people that work up until their 70s.
Well, yeah, she got cut off short because of her weight, but still. But she worked for the time she did until she slowed down like a fucking, I don't even know what the word's for it.
I just think it's easy to, in our culture today, to be like, woe is me, I'm going to collect disability. I know plenty of people that have a lot of issues with pain and weight and mobility, and yet they still do their best to go out there and work hard and make money. And they do so because they have kids and they want to truly support their families. You know, I'm not going to use the name, but one of my good friends from my former job over at my former acrylic factory that I worked at, he has 4 kids, right? Why Discord? Sorry, I'm reading Discord as well. Oh yeah, that's why Discord is so dead. Yeah, that is why. Join us, Memphis. What the ever living fuck, bitch.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, what up? Just as I'm fucking cursing you, fucking you show up. Hell yeah, Memphis in the house.
It's okay.
Fucking welcome. Memphis, one of the best content creators at Valhalla Gameplays. But anyways, so I'm talking about my friend. He has 4 kids, right? He was paying child support to his chick without government intervention. his ex-chick decided to get with this dude, and she was going to move out of state. And he was like, oh, fuck no, I'm taking you to court. So he takes her to court, and the court decides, well, okay, great, yeah, she has to stay here, but now you owe back child support. And he's like, what the fuck? I've been paying her child support for the past 4 years. And they're like, that doesn't matter. You weren't paying it through the state. So now you owe back child support.
That's fucking stupid. I don't even believe in it. My dad owes my mom still from that, and I still don't believe in it firmly. I said it's stupid.
Well, he doesn't care about stupid. He doesn't care that the system is stupid and robbing him. What he cares about is his kids. So he pays that back child support and child support on top of that, works 2 jobs, and he does everything that he possibly can for his kids. And that's the moral of the story. The system's going to fuck you every way it possibly can and pick your pockets. But what do you do that's most important? You stand up and you be strong for what actually matters. And in his case, it's his family. That I have the utmost respect for men, real men like that, who take on responsibility as they should.
Well, I just goofed.
Oh shit, bro. That's Skydo.
Rock Cavern, boy. It's like freaking Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2.
Control Z that shit. There you go.
Well, I kind of went a little too far, but whatever.
I convinced my grandmother to let me drive the van myself into the shop.
Okay,
so
cool.
I can hurry up and get this over with. So I have a website that I've put off writing for a while because my friends convinced me to do it the hard way instead of just using Expression Web to create some shit. Learn some basic HTML and create some marquees.
Okay.
And it wasn't particularly difficult. I just have to put in the hours to do it. But right now, I have all of that hung up so I can finish my CEs. I took a pretty intensive 12-hour course that I got to do in roughly a week because that's when it's due.
For those TV viewers that don't know what CEs are, we're talking about continuing education credits. If you're a practitioner, especially in the health trade fields, you have to do continuing education credits that make your certificate viable throughout the years.
Yes, and that has to be done before I can take any clients. I could take clients before next month starts, but next month is starting really soon, so you know what that means.
It's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up. Cash your checks and come on.
Boy.
I'm cutting it close this month, being that I only have 1 weekend job, but I've been taking a lot of side jobs. It's been super fun. But and I'm trying to get this tile and flooring business and light construction business off the ground. Speaking of which, I got my boy here, fucking Steve, talking to me. Shout out to Stephen Reed. He's a total faggot. Love him though.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I could have had your logo done a little while ago, but I put off most things today to go help my grandmother. She was telling me she wants to get all of the dog food in tomorrow or some other day because she thought she was overworking me, but by just carting me around so I can pick up everything out of the grocery store and whatnot. But I was like, no, get the fucking dog food today. It's not that hard. I'll pick all of it up. All you got to do is park.
Have you contacted the day labor to take a look at what's going on with that?
They have stuff that's available right now, which they have some interior painting.
Nice.
And they have some, what is it? They have some drywall wall repair that
cool.
They could assign me to, but I need to have a vehicle ready to go. That they're sending people in immediately. Like you show up, you get a job for 5 to 8 hours, somewhere around there, and then you go home.
Nice.
And that's how they're taking people right now. So I need that van.
Yeah, it's a good leverage. Definitely for sure. Fucking drywall, dude.
I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna start working on that map again because at least once a week doing this on a regular basis, and it'll get somewhere.
Map and Chill every Thursday live, bitches. Join us. And if you're if you're a
Yeah,
content
join.
creator, definitely join us as well. It's good practice. But getting back to drywall, get a nice razor blade, dude.
Okay,
Like a
some of
box
them
cutter?
are asleep.
Correct.
All right.
So what you
That's
do,
no
like,
problem.
let's say that you're doing a patch job, right? And your square is like 8.5 by 14, right? You use your speed square to kind of draw it out as good as possible, or a straight edge. And then what you'll do is you'll take with your razor and cut a straight line through your drywall. Just one pass with it. And then you'll kind of like karate chop it a little bit, flip it over, and then within that crease, then you cut in there to cut the piece. And then at the other places, do the same. So if you're ever doing patch jobs and things like that.
I've done a couple of drywall patches before.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dantos, when the fuck are you going to get a job?
I don't know when.
When you feel like it.
I'm getting one.
Could have fooled me.
Fucking, I'll go work in a factory and make fucking PS4 boxes.
Or you could just work at McDonald's with your homie.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I can
If
just
I
work
could.
there and then fucking and still get that same ride because that's where the other guy works anyways.
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
tried getting jobs at the Winn-Dixie and the McDonald's and the Burger King around here, and they've all turned me down.
Interesting.
And I am extremely honest during my interviews, and especially during those fucking online personality tests that aren't worth a damn and don't actually do anything.
They
And
do
they
that?
always, they have online personality tests and shit. They don't personality test you while you're there. And when they ask me about that diversity, or do I care about certain demographics of people, does it bother me that I have women workers or bosses or black or female bosses and shit? They always give you some option to say I prefer it that way or some shit like that, or I prefer diversity.
Mhm.
And I always answer no. I don't care. I don't care about it one bit. And I think that that has something to do with it, because where the especially the Burger King, there's not a single white or mixed person who works there. Like even the managers, it is not a particularly okay. So I'm not trying to step all over myself to not say something offensive. I'll tell you right up front, these motherfuckers are lazy and they don't do the job they could be doing, and it's because of the demographic of people who are working there. But they always get their shit out late, and they confuse the orders there more often than any other fast food place I visit in the area. The problem with McDonald's is the management is shit right now, and I know that from Jordan, a close friend of mine who works there. I've tried to get jobs there. And I tried to get jobs at the Winn-Dixie. The Winn-Dixie is the best place around, as far as my opinion goes on grocery stores.
Mhm.
And
What about
there's
Publix?
Publix, they will probably, if I do get a job there, they'll probably have me in the back, which I don't mind. I prefer doing the hard labor, but they don't want me showing my face around there because I'm not the finest kept looking person. I'm not the prettiest face to put bagging groceries and whatnot. Mainly because I don't put a shitload of product in my hair. I put cold water in my hair and that's it. I don't put any of that shit or wax on my hair to give it artificial volume or any of that shit. I want to keep it to when I get old, so I'm not putting all of this garbage in it.
You ever do any sort of oil treatments, like sunflower oil or like sesame oil? Not toasted sesame oil, of course.
I haven't put sunflower oil in my hair, but I put sprayed coconut oil in my hair before.
Yeah, that's good stuff too.
Yeah, I have the organic stuff. I have to melt it down.
So Memphis, it turns out that Valhalla Gameplays is a bunch of spies for the Russian government.
Really? And when did this happen?
Well, we have Russian in the group.
Oh, obviously.
Right, Lady Slash?
That seems like some shit like that conservative baby boomer motherfucker who's had everything fed to him in his life by the government would come up with. Oh, we need to start the war with the Russians again. I'm telling you, those were the days.
Dude, I was even surprised. Fucking Howard Stern even said that shit. I was really surprised. I was like, dude, things change, and I think over history, the one thing that history does show, especially like from the times of like the space race and stuff like that, that the United States and Russia are competitors, and competition creates marketplaces and new ideas and innovation. Why is this a bad thing? Why are we so fucking afraid of Russia? So stupid. And I think it's half the country that's afraid of Russia. I think everyone's starting to see what Donald Trump is saying about, foreign relations. He's trying to make things better with foreign relations so that, we have
I think
inspired.
our foreign policies has turned into dick sucking to me.
Okay. You think?
Yeah, I guess that money. Oil. What?
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 Oil?
I said oil, like a retard.
We have oil domestically.
I know, that's the thing.
Yeah, I get that, but that requires expensive labor. And
exactly.
You see, we've adopted that Jewish school of thought with that oil. We need to you see, the people that we need to mine it are already there.
Okay. Are you talking about in foreign countries such as the Middle East?
Middle East, yes. We can outsource our oil mining to the deserts, and we can also outsource our work to acquire it there, which is basically what we're doing. We're just we're sucking Israel's dick to get their resources because because these fucking idiot hairs in the top brass of all these companies just look at the numbers on their computer and they press this button and it increases profit margin, and they press that button and it doesn't increase profit margin. So they just slap all those other fucking options out of the way and keep pressing that same button. That's exactly how they think. They're machines. They're not human beings. And the reason why they do shit like that is because they're completely removed from the outside world. They need to be, these motherfuckers at least need a couple of days stripped of all their wealth, fucking walking the streets and getting regular jobs so they can understand what the hell we're dealing with before they flip a bunch of switches to destroy the system that we live in, and just to increase their bottom line. The problem isn't that they don't give a shit. The problem is they cannot give a shit because they are not exposed to the environment they're creating by sitting in their fucking office pushing buttons.
I could see that. And I just got out of a job that it was like pushing buttons to increase profit margin. Like, if I collect this kind of information,
does this increase profit margin? Can we get this product to sell more can we reduce the risk of producing said product by outsourcing the production to someone else, some country or a group of people we don't even know, we're not associated with in any way? How many things can we increase profit margin on and decrease the expenses or risks of? That's all it's about. And that's why we have Pajit answering everyone's fucking phone all the time. Because Pajit eats 2 handfuls of rice and 1 fucking pinch of hummus a day, and he will take 4 pennies for 4 phone calls. Americans won't, because we have slightly different standards of living, but our companies don't give a shit about that.
Right, true. And that's why it's so easy for companies to hire illegal immigrants as well, right? Because their standard of living is different, and their whole culture is different, and their whole concept of money is different. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I could pay this guy half of what I pay an American. So what if he does, you know? So what if he does shittier work? I get 2 of these guys, and I get, I get my money's worth. You see that very often as well.
More reasons why you only see women in very well regulated, very controllable positions. Even if it's in management, they're always in some low level shit where they get to say that they do a lot where they actually don't, because women are fucking expensive to hire on. They're very expensive.
I don't think that's always the case, honestly. I think that's especially true when it comes to like office work and shit, because you'll see 9 times out of 10, there'll be a woman who will work that office job for less pay because it's a comfortable job to do, as opposed to the guy who will be in the warehouse working his fucking ass off because he's able to endure different conditions. That's why
it all depends on the position we're talking about. But I'm telling you, especially with this management bullshit, like I'm the assistant manager, or I'm the meat or deli department manager, or I manage the bakery or some shit like that. Especially if it's a woman, they have to get the same standard of pay that a man would because it's the law. But they manage to get away with outsourcing a lot of their work, or loafing it onto their associates, or not taking the extra step, going the extra mile that a man who has to provide for more people, or isn't getting supplemental income would. I know it depends on the position, but especially around these fucking grocery stores, they have all the men working the bottom of the barrel, low level shit, and they have all women in the management except for the store owner. It's the weirdest thing. The district manager and the store owner aren't women, but all the other management positions are. And here's the thing: they have like management positions that will get swapped out halfway through the day. They'll have like lots of the managerial positions there at Winn-Dixie are strictly part-time. But you have guys I know like Steven who work in packing, and they do the boxing and shit, and they'll be associate for the aisles even. They'll do several jobs, what it seems like, and they're working full-time there. They will get 6 or 5 days a week where they're working for 12 to 15 hours sometimes. And they're going at it as many times as their employer will let them.
Indeed. The one of the couple times that I got fired was because I was working off the clock.
Oh.
And I think that's the thing, like. Ooh, I like how that turned out, actually. Lift this up a little bit. Anyways, I think that's the thing, like work ethic is different for male and females. Not to say that women don't work hard, but there's a different societal expectation for what a woman does and for what a man does. And these are things that are engraved. And I think that people deny them past their idea of what equality is. And then once a woman is put into a situation where she's faced with potentially the same workload, this is where what you describe as experience, where the work is then outsourced. And men are happy to do that. Men are happy to pick up the workload and to show, potential mates, like, look, I am really hardworking, right? I think that's something that's kind of embedded into our genes. I'm talking about genetics. I'm totally a fucking racist and a sexist.
Oh.
I think the main problem is that we definitely have different norms for what is acceptable to say or act towards men and women. So women are allowed to. Not that the problem isn't that they always do such a thing. The problem is that they are allowed to get the same pay with slightly less or less quality of work.
I just think that
Limitations.
I think that we should go back to the old ways of encouraging work that is suitable for the sex, right? So, you know, when I was a kid, I played with GI Joes, and then the girl next door, she played with dolls. I think these are things that are encourageable because they are engraved in what makes a man and what makes a woman a woman. A man is someone who provides. A woman is someone who creates. And when I say create, I mean in the magical way of creating babies. You know, this is why I think that you see a lot.
It's kind of the reason why societies exist.
Yeah, exactly. Why there's emotion and nurturing and things like that. It's because of the female energy that exists. I think this is why women who are in the workplace tend towards you know, communications and office jobs, or like yeah, I don't know. I think that these jobs are more in line with the idea of like the mother figure.
Yeah, women will not work in sewers typically.
Oh shit! BXN on the horn. Que dices, way. My Spanish way of saying hello there, sir. How are you? I'm glad that you joined us. We're talking about the difference between men and women in the workplace. I kind of want to hear your perspective.
Men and women.
The Lady Slash here waiting patiently, like, oh my god, these.
No. I just well, it will be kind of topic. Just I remember that. Okay, I think in my vicinity, especially, it is considered that imagine a man and a woman start an argument, then the woman goes out of arguments, and then she's like, I'm done, and finishes the argument. Well, in Russian it sounds as "Ой, всё." But I start laughing in the same way as I would hear some Russian swearing. So
Yeah.
Well, that phrase, just want to say that phrase is only often considered to be said by girls when they admit they lose their argument, or they just don't want to continue the argument without letting a man know if he won or lost that argument.
Interesting. So terminology for the woman being able to cut off the argument by just saying that I am finished.
I'm done. Well, I would translate it in English as I'm done. In Russian it sounds as «Ой, всё».
Ой, всё.
«Ой, всё».
Interesting.
Oh, like oh, enough. Maybe I don't know how it is better to translate it.
No, I've been told many a times I'm done. I'm not having this conversation. Man. I heard it a million times.
That's my grandmother's primary method of discussion, is that there isn't any.
Interesting. This will be the teleport room. I take it. Now, BXN, I am under the impression that you're part of like the men's movement.
I subscribe to the MGTOW kind of way of life, kind of.
Explain to us what is that?
Well, it's basically kind of like the men's rights movement.
I could explain it as well.
I'd like to hear BXN's perspective. A lot of times I'll put a post on, and BXN will have a perspective that I don't necessarily think about, and I don't know. I kind of want to hear your perspective. But I understand parts of it, but yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, basically, it's like not getting together with women, not like men spending their time and their money and stuff on women, and not getting involved in like marriage or relationships because of the laws and the courts are like against the men a lot in our country. It's more of self-preservation, like not setting yourself up to get raped by the courts or get into relationships. I might not be the best person to explain exactly how to explain it, but that's like...
You know, we were just talking about that earlier with my friend, one of my friends here who has been paying back child support for child support he paid for 4 years just because the court wasn't getting their pay. You know?
They weren't getting that nice little sweet cake piece of
Yeah,
cake.
exactly. The same could be said about, you know, well, let me exit out of this. It could be said about, oh crap. Whatchamacallit? Domestic abuse, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Men also get beaten by women.
I don't
Yes.
think people
But-
take
Hey.
account
I
for
could
that.
tell you a couple things about that.
Can you? Would you be
Yes.
willing to?
Yes, I've been beaten by a woman many times. Not
Interesting.
proud of it, but the options at the time were take it or get kicked out of the house, because the people that I had to rely on for support at the time were not, how should I say, they did not view me as capable of being victimized because I have a penis.
Interesting.
And I would like to present a couple corrections about this gentleman's take on MGTOW. And
Okay.
even though he says he subscribes to it, how
Also, Memphis,
How's your regular-
I'm watching you map right now. You're being
Okay.
featured.
this dichotomy will play out is that the internet and the general populace who subscribe to the men's rights movement or the MGTOW movement will not have any sort of relation in between the two, and for very good reason, I believe. Even though they share similar methodology and similar ideas, they are extremely different. And people who subscribe to the idea of MGTOW generally would not be fond of you saying that they are in any way similar. Many people look at the men's rights movement as a polar to the feminism movement, and very similar, a very similar inculcation of similar ideas, but only for the opposite sex. MGTOW is prominently just in the name, men going their own way. And what most MGTOW mean by that is that they have no subscription or reliance on female nature or femininity to progress their lives or to make progress of any kind or to survive. And the biggest part of that is self-actualization. They do not rely on or need females for any sort of self-actualization or fulfillment for their own goals or motivations for what they do. And to sum that up, self-actualization, that means that they're the kind that not always achieve, but subscribe to the lifestyle of, I can deal without a girlfriend or a wife and still stay sane and not kill myself.
Just to pause for a second. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are discussing some heavy topics tonight, anything from Trump to racism to the men's rights movement. Welcome. We'll be mapping and chilling tonight, but things are getting a little bit real up in here. Memphis talking about some of his experiences and knowledge about such topics. We got BXM on the horn, who also feels very strongly about this. Lady Slash out of Russia, making Valhalla gameplays officially Russian spies, working for the Kremlin.
Kremlin.
and we got Dantos the Mutilator holding it down about the only sane motherfucker in here. Him and Lady Slash, I'd say. But,
I'm actually gonna have to turn you down on that idea.
What's that?
Of the sane part.
What about it?
You said I'm probably one of the most saner people in here. I was like, I might turn you down on that option.
Indeed, sir. We were talking about autism earlier too. How autism gives you this inability to be able to see things through other people's eyes, only be able to use your own perspective.
Speaking of autism, I'll be right back. Here, I'll mute myself.
Something I was diagnosed with.
Really?
Don't fucking believe the doctor on any of that shit. But yes, I have stage 2 Asperger's syndrome.
Interesting. Interesting. You are quite curt, but I think that you also have the ability to see other people's perspectives.
I do, just not on a instinctual level. That's one of the reasons why I have to pause and make myself look like I have just been completely drained of all of my senses. I've turned into a vegetable for a short period of time before I say serious things on serious topics, because I have to think about what I say before I say things, and that takes me time. Many people don't understand that.
Huh. Well, I think that's, a lot of people have to think about what they're going to say. Not everyone's like a fast talking,
Lots of people that I hang out around or family members think that I'm not only an asshole, but there's something wrong with me when I have to pause for a moment before giving a reply. And it doesn't matter how many times I break this down to them. I have to think about things before I say them.
You are an asshole, and that's why we're friends.
Well, being nice isn't cheap, and I don't have a lot of money.
Right? Ain't that the truth? And I think it relates back to the prodigal son, You can be all the nicest in the world and fucking join the party, but in the end, everyone's just going to drain you.
Yes, this is true.
My good friend and business associate, him and I had a conversation about this today, about how, you can feel sorry for someone and bring them into your home and give them the shirt off your back, but at the end of the day, they're still going to steal from you because they get used to that idea of being able to live off of what you offer.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I've escaped the adversity. Now I have someone to ride off of.
That's probably, it's a chemical thing more than anything else. And, when you charge the dopamine levels enough times in a day, you don't have any motivation to do any work or break your back. And that's what eating nice meals and sitting in front of an air conditioner and masturbating all the time does. Drain you of all motivation to do everything.
I totally agree with that.
Because you have a constant flow of dopamine through your brain for all your needs on things.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. It's like the old adage, adversity makes men, prosperity makes monsters.
Yes.
So yeah, I even try to tell my buddy, like, dude, stop jerking off all the time. Like, save up that seed. Be able to channel that energy into something else, something greater than yourself. And it fucking annoys me when people just want that satisfaction.
My vice is video games more than anything. I get easily distracted by them. Created lots of really cool shit, like some of the maps for Duke 3D, mods for Half-Life, things of that nature. But cool. The problem is I definitely have a crutch there, and I'm challenging myself to do more things in the day before I'm allowed to play video games and whatnot.
I try to challenge a lot of people to this. It's hard in the community that we have here, right? It's based around video games. Yet, I think that it's very healthy to take these moments to just shut off all the screams. Sorry, that's the demons talking. To shut off all the screams and allow your mind a moment of reflection. It goes back. I want to touch on this as well because I've been thinking about this a lot lately about prayer.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Oh, I'm glad you're back. I was about to talk some shit about you, actually.
Oh, well, fuck you too, then.
Well, no. Memphis and I were just talking about, Memphis was saying that he admits that his biggest vice is video games, right? And that he does his best in the day to get stuff done during the day, and then his reward at the end of the day is video games, as opposed to constantly feeding into the brain's, giving you dopamine, giving you that pleasure of fulfilling.
Speaking of easy to acquire dopamine.
Right, exactly. Jerking off and playing video games all the time is not necessarily healthy. You got to use these things as rewards in your life that you do every once in a while. And it's hard in a community where where it's based around video games. But this is the point I was getting to. When you shut off the screen every once in a while and allow your mind this moment to just relax, it re-inspires the creative juices. It reinvigorates the energies that you're capable of doing. And without that time of reprieve, you end up shortchanging yourself and just burning out all those receptors, chasing a high that you can never receive again. So, I was saying earlier to the viewers, it's been 30 days, officially everyone, 31 days since I've smoked marijuana. And this is probably the longest I've ever gone since I started smoking marijuana when I was like 18, without. I think before that was yoga teacher training, which was 24 days. And after that, it had changed it. It had changed for me. I used to be like a heavy smoker, where I just fucking, it was like a cigarette. I would just smoke. It wasn't doing anything, and I just did it to feed the pleasure receptors. And then after that, I became really sensitive to it. And now I'm at this point where it's like, wow, I've reached this threshold where I don't even think about it or need it. Why should I ever go back to it? I broke the spell. Lady Slash.
Yes.
Do you have any vices? What would you say your vice is?
What?
Do you know what a vice is? And I'm not talking about the physical thing that holds stuff like tools. Vice as in, do you have any bad habits?
Wait. Talk slower and.
Okay.
Okay. I might.
We've been speaking about vices, so things that we do that aren't necessarily good. For example, one who smokes cigarettes all the time.
Yeah.
That is their vice, their crutch, their bad habit. Do you have any sort of bad habits?
Well, I wouldn't say that I have bad habits like smoking, but well, maybe if I have a bad habit, it is well. Probably I would say that coming somewhere in time for the last few years, maybe it is not about me. Always get late by 10 minutes, but well, no, by maybe 1 hour and so on. So.
So are you saying that you don't sleep?
No. I do sleep. I do sleep. Just I don't. Well, just I am getting late somewhere.
Oh, you arrive places late.
Yes, yes. If we are talking about the if we are talking about the punctuality, that's not about me.
So you're not very punctual?
Honest, yes.
Wow.
You drink sugary drinks.
I would never think that about you, Lady Slash. I would think that you would be on time for everything.
Well,
But that is a good question, Memphis.
I don't think that I don't think that the most direct inflection of the message is being received.
Correct. But I think it might be kind of lost in translation, the idea that something that's carbonated or sugary could affect your punctuality. But I believe in that. Lady Slash, do you drink sodas?
Rarely.
Rarely. Okay. Interesting.
And
Ooh,
almost no alcohol. Only when it is my birthday or when it is New Year and so on.
Yes, I knew that about you, that you were not a drinker.
Yes, indeed.
Do you eat candy?
Candies. Oh, I'm the person who love sweet things.
Ah.
I had a feeling.
Person who loves sweet things. Probably that's why I have got a little. Probably that's why I got a little fatter. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
Someday I used to be very slim, but now I'm not. I'm pretty happy with that condition I currently have. But my mom constantly tells me, "Dear, you should lose some of your weight."
Now, when you go on vacation, it will be very physical, correct?
Yes. I'm going to the Black Sea, so swimming, some other places, I mean, around this. But yes, just for good say, I'm married with me, so I continue my working on the map, and
nice. Well,
yes,
yes,
usually when the heat is there is too much heat, well, I usually go back to to so-called home and wait till it is no so heated.
Good day, mate. Hello, A Stranger 2256. Welcome to the chat. If you're just joining us, we're talking about all kinds of things. If you have a vice, post it right there in the live chat. It'd be pretty cool to know. I wanted, Lady Slash, I want to move on to ask BXN the same question. BXN,
Sure.
Would you say that you have any sort of vice?
I like to drink alcohol sometimes. I like to eat candy too.
Oh shit!
I especially like M&Ms. What?
You especially like what?
M&Ms.
M&Ms? What kind?
What is it called? The ones with nuts in them. Giggity.
Nuts.
Got him.
You gotta admit, those are pretty good. Damn good. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. All gay jokes aside.
I like the almond ones a lot.
Well, that's the ones that mean almonds.
Yeah, fuck the peanut ones. Those almond ones, though. Oh. Well, I try not to eat
the
a lot of
pretzel ones.
candy.
Have you tried the pretzels?
I think I've tried them. Yeah, I've tried them once or twice. But I say fuck, double fucky fuck, high fructose corn syrup. That shit is just gonna kill people.
Speaking of high fructose corn syrup, guess what I made today? I made Chinese food all by myself.
Did you? What did you make?
Fried rice with stir fry with mix of chicken and steak.
Oh shit, dude! Did our stream just crash? A stranger. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I have no idea, dude.
He's saying that he's not seeing us.
Oh my boss.
Holy balls.
So
I would say that video games can be a vice for me too, because I play a lot of games.
I agree.
After my first
same about myself.
after my first 2 weeks of fasting, not fasting for a whole week, but fasting for 3 days around Monday, roughly when the new week starts. I lost all interest for sugary things. Especially, I killed the high fructose corn syrup a while ago, but I started buying expensive natural sugar soda and other snacks like that.
Such as?
I went on to buy some Kashi brand grains before realizing that grain snacks of various kinds are fucking terrible for you, because grains in general,
Yeah,
you need
indeed.
to limit them as much as possible.
True.
Then I went on to buying cane sugar Pepsi for a while, and we shared them with my friends and whatnot. But ever since I had my guests for stay extended visits and shit, so I can finish the stuff with my education, I stopped buying soda and other sugary snacks in general. I have some unbleached sugar that I get from Winn-Dixie every now and then.
Okay.
And eventually, I found this place that's right next to the neighborhood market Walmart in my neighborhood, and they sell natural honey. They sell raw honey that they grow on their own farm and whatnot.
Ooh.
And I started shopping there, and now a couple times every day, maybe 2 or 3 times, I have black or green tea with some of that honey in it. But I killed the sugar. I've killed the store-bought sugar and shit like that completely.
Yeah,
And,
fuck that
I
high
feel-
fructose corn syrup shit.
I feel a lot better now in general, besides the times that I stay up excessively late. But I've traded vices that most people generally have in for some other things. I will have times when I can't concentrate or I can't do anything productive. I just can't get any motivation. I'll turn on some sort of extreme metal album, like maybe a Megadeth record or Meshuggah or Sepultura or possibly Gojira, and I'll just I'll do one of those mosh pit style dances in my bedroom with nobody around, and I'll flail my arms around and shit for hours, and then I'll pace the room. And after that, I can sit down and do some stuff. If it gets real bad, I put on like Obsen, one of Meshuggah's most intense albums, and I'll just fucking jog through my neighborhood as fast as I can. And that gets the juices going, and after that, I can usually sit down and work on something.
Back when I actually used to work, what was it I used to do? Every time I get frustrated at work, like where my boss is being a jackass, I'd sit there, play Brutal Doom or something, like roll with a lot of heavy gore and stuff. I'd feel a lot better.
Interesting. I definitely have found in my life that having like my own personal dance party definitely helps. I'll put on fucking loud music and just get down. That's for sure.
I just see you doing that too.
Dude, but I have a weird connection with dancing. Like when I was in my early 20s, I was in Hawaii and I discovered ecstatic dance. And ecstatic dance is this form of dancing combined with yoga, where you don't go to these big dances, you don't speak to anyone. The music flows between the 5 rhythms, and you just let the music move you. It's like a big hippie dance. But I've found these spiritual connections to it where, like, I allow myself to go into these places of meditation. It's like moving meditation. And I think that everyone needs to find those kind of outlets in their life. I think it's very important to do so.
Something that's not drinking lots of alcohol and beating the shit out of people.
Totally.
Would be nice.
Totally. I fucking, I'll go out to the club and they have like fucking a water jug. I'll just hug the water cooler all night and fucking dance to like dubstep and shit like that. Sounds gay as fuck, but you can get your fucking jollies up.
I couldn't deal with a club, mostly because of the I'll make my own. I started a bonfire last weekend, and I had my friends come over. We hung outside in a tent, but when we got the fire going really good, I brought my PA system like right to the door and cracked the door open, and we just fucking jumped up and down and punched the ground and shit while listening to Sugar.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. If you're just joining us, welcome. Matt and Chill tonight. Thank you for joining us. You want to weigh in anything? We got the live chat going on. A Stranger, thanks for joining us. Good day, mate. We got Memphis on the horn. We got BXN. We got Lady Slash. And we've got, of course, Dangerous Mutilator.
Motherfucking mutilator.
Mutilating shit. Hell yeah. Map and Chill, bitches.
I think I'm about mapped out anyways. Shit.
You done?
Now I'm just watching. Yeah, I'm watching people do it. I never get to watch people. I always get determined to map and then never get to look at other people's. Memphis is looking dank.
Yeah, huh? Are you in? Let me
I'm not.
switch back to Memphis.
The problem with this is I am not doing anything that even remotely resembles getting the heavy detail in, because I just need to get the layout of the map worked out. And it doesn't look that great. It doesn't look very presentable, but I'll get to that later. Holy shit, I just ruined all my slopes.
Oh, shit. I like the structure, though.
I'm making a staircase now. Fuck that slope. Even its parents are disappointed in it.
Rip.
Also, just using the same 4 textures over and over again because it's worked so far.
Hey,
it just works.
Thank you so much for your encouragement. I don't know what's going on with your internet. On our end, it seems fine. If anyone else is experiencing interruptions, please let us know. We've definitely experienced some weird shit in the past, especially when we've tried to do weird, multi-person streams. Yeah, that was a fucked up mess.
So, shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, as you know, I always do. If I ain't mapping, I'm playing Fallout out of the shit. I've been playing Fallout 1 a lot lately. It's pretty dang.
I want you to admit you have a problem, Dantas.
I do have a problem, I know.
I don't know what the fuck happened. My mouse just stopped working.
Oh my god. Why?
Never mind.
Yeah, I haven't played my map in a while either.
I'd love to see what you got going on, bro. Come on, Mel.
Come on, mate.
Come on, mate.
Speaking of autism, I might play some old, stupid DOS game real quick.
Oh, shit, like what?
Okay, we got the Chasm, the Rift, Redneck Rampage, the whole...
The Chasm? What?
Chasm, the Rift.
What?
The Chasm? Wait a minute. Back the fuck up. It's Chasm.
Okay, sorry.
Triggered AF.
What, have you played Chasm?
Oh, I see why. I see what's going
It's
on.
all good. Never mind.
By the way, if we're watching your screen there, Memphis, when you go to test your map, if you could just put it into windowed mode. Otherwise, it just goes to a blank screen.
Yes, I get you.
I think I'll play some Redneck Rampage, because why not?
Yeah.
But
Dude,
my dentist, nasa on your recycle bin.
Oh, my recycle bin? Or somebody's?
Yeah.
The Doom Barrel.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
I used to have it set up to where I think it was when I had my Vista still rolling good. If you deleted files, it would make a sound, and it'd make the explosion sound.
Yeah. But yeah, fucking tonight was super fun. We should probably call it. We're going on 2 hours now. Holy crap! But that was super fun. I'm glad we got to talk about things and stuff. I've been wanting to touch bases with you guys, especially with what's going on right now as we speak. Senate is voting about repeal and replace with the skinny Obamacare. And we'll see what happens. It's very interesting times in our nation. Very exciting time to be alive. As always, kids, if you need to get a hold of us, you can do so through our Discord, link in the description. Also, our cluster, ValhallaGameplays.info. You can find us on Doomseeker. You can find us on the web at ValhallaGameplays.info. We have a forum there, as well as wiki on how we do things behind the scenes. If you want to get involved, the best way to do is through Discord. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You help bring us, in the inspiration to keep going. It doesn't really pay the bills, but fuck it, we're having fun, right? You got any suggestions? Definitely let us know. Yeah, Dantas, you remind me of that all the time, bro. I'd have to remember, like, it's not about fucking money. Fuck that shit, dude. It's about having fun.
Make your own money at your own time. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Says you, Mr. I don't have a fucking job. Bro.
I'm about tempted to do, like, some odd jobs if I fucking have to.
You're about tempted?
Yeah. Do what my mom used to do. When she first lost her job, she is a damn good cook, and that's why I used to want to be a cook. So, in turn, she used to cook at her bar that she used to go to all the time.
Okay.
She made a bunch of Chinese food. It was kek.
There's shit out there. You just have to look. I already looked, and I have to recover from being turned down a bunch of times. But if you keep at it, you will get something.
Wise words. Wise words. All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Lady Slash, get with us. She's going on vacation for a while, so if you see, join Temple of Retribution. That's all I'm saying. We want to make Temple of Retribution great again. You know what I mean?
Just like Trump's trying to do to America.
I want to go on vacation, but if that doesn't happen, I don't mind to do it after my vacation. I get back in the 19th of August, and as more people as possible.
Heck yeah. The more the merrier. That's what I always say.
Hey,
Shoot.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Thanks God. Huh?
Okay, good. I'm afraid that, the US government and the NSA is going to cut us off because you're Russian.
That's bullshit.
I agree.
Really.
That would be total bullshit.
So fuck you, US government. That's what I will say.
I agree. Like, Putin was laughing at him because, like, as soon as they went...
Miles.
Yes.
Didn't I tell you that VPN, Tor, and proxy are officially prohibited in Russia? So I think I won't be able to even use proxies if
Interesting.
very good happens.
In the United States, if you use Tor, you get put on an FBI watch list.
Oh, holy balls.
Yeah, so I choose not to. Anyways, we've gone on long enough with this nonsense. Love you guys so much. Keep in touch, and we will see you next week. Tomorrow, we got some HD Chodes Will Die if you want to play some deathmatch. Yeah, anyways, we will see you next time.